Hi, Cancer. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to your reading. Thank you for joining today. So, quick intro. We're doing a general reading. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It could be anything in your life. It could be love, um, business, job, or something really specific going on. So if you hear something that fits, take that. And then also just going through the decks, the same decks I used last week. I've got my Morgan Greer that I've used for a very long time, 30 years. And I've got this Intuitive Tarot that I'm going to be doing clarification with, and 3 oracles. I've got Wisdom, Energy, and the Dreamweaver's Oracle. And if you like the reading, please do subscribe and like and share and comment. I really do love to hear from you, Cancer. All right, my water friends, let's see what this reading's for April 30th through May 6th. So let's see what we have in store for you. Spirit, tell me what is in store for Cancer the week of April 30th through May 6th. What's in store for Cancer the week of April 30th through May 6th? What is in store for Cancer? Whoops. Oh, I might have 2 there. That's all right. Need one more. I have a slippery table. All right, Spirit, what is in store for Cancer? April 30th through May 6th. Remember, that is still going to be a Mercury retrograde time period. What we've got on the bottom of the deck. 3 of Pentacles, so collaboration, the world, the Tower, a little chaos. It's not a bad thing to have a little chaos. It means things are shaken up. And the Chariot and the Sun. All right, we'll take a look at those in just a minute. Let's take a look at your foundation. So when I look at your foundation, this is what's leading up to the week of April 30th through May 6th. It's not, you can call it the past, but I call it context. Okay. So I'm looking at, we've got the 9 of Swords, we've got the Death card, the Moon card, and the Knight of Pentacles. And there's 2 9s here, and 9s often, 9s often kind of represent, a lot of people think of them as represent endings, but to me, they represent the true form of manifestation. They represent the pinnacle of what you were trying to achieve, right? So when I look at this 9 of Swords, you may have some unintended achievements here, and you may feel a little bit like you need to rethink about where you're going with your manifestations and how you're pursuing them. You feel a little bit tied. You feel a little bit tied down and a little bit uneasy about where where you've been headed. But just know that sometimes to get to where you're going, you've got to head in that direction that feels uncomfortable. And then when you get to where you're going, it's so much more sweet, but you got to sometimes go through the mud to take the shower, right? That was a weird analogy, but you never know what's going to come out of my mouth. We have the Death card, so that talks about change. So things are changing. You feel it already. You know that we've got doors closing and doors opening. And so that probably is an uncomfortable feeling, even though you know that the ultimate place where you land is going to be a better situation, probably, because you're moving towards that and it was intentional. And then we've got the Moon card, and we've got the Moon card, and the Moon card can sometimes talk about illusion and even lying, but it most often is about tuning into that sixth sense, that psychic ability. And it's not just intuition, it's a little bit more than that. So if you feel touched from the other side, you feel connected to, listen to it. Go into meditation, go into your prayer, spend some time trying to decipher and understand it. But also be aware. Be aware of the conversations around you and whether or not those are um, real, right? You have this Nine of Pentacles. So ultimately, you have success. Ultimately, you experience the lavishness of what you were trying to get to. Okay. So you can see, you kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel with this, but you may kind of go through this. You may have been recently through this situation that feels super like dredgy and uncomfortable. So looking at your cards, I usually pull 4 off the bottom of the deck. This is what you don't see coming. I pulled 5 because I saw that Sun card and it's such a beautiful card. You've got the Three of Pentacles. This is really about resource collaboration, collaborating with others, understanding what your resources are going to be, and really working towards the right resources. So you're trying to solve a problem here, and you've got the right people in play for that. You've got the World card here. Again, this is collaboration. This is reaching out and getting people together and figuring out what you can do to make this a better situation. You may have experienced chaos, even a push pull or uncomfortable push pull situation, or what's the word I want to use? It's more than uncomfortable, it's pushback, right? But you've got the Chariot here, so you're moving forward anyway. You are in a situation where you're being very, very strong right now, and um, you're carrying it on your back, and you are in this position where you're like, okay, today I'm going to do X, Y, Z, and tomorrow I'm not going to even think about it till tomorrow comes. And that's what's getting you through this. This Chariot card is about you continue moving forward, drudging through. Regardless, you've got the strength, you're just pursuing, pushing, moving. You just know progress is another step, and then another step, and then another step. And these horses, the black and the white, I always think of those as a decision. You have a decision to make, and it's a yes or no decision. Make sure you're making the decision that's right for you and for the people around you. But you've got this Sun card, and this is you after exalting all your energy and pushing through all of this, collaborating with people, making sure everything gets done the way it's supposed to get done, you come out on top, or the situation that you're pursuing comes out on top. So you're in the right vein here. What else happens the week of, what does Cancer need to know the week of April 30th through May 6th? You've got some stress on you, Cancer, but it's nothing you can't handle. I mean, I think you probably experience people looking at you as somebody who's just so sensitive and caring and nurturing that maybe they don't think you can handle things, but you can handle some stuff. You really can. So, so tell me, Spirit, what else is going on the week of April 30th through May 6th for Cancer? Oh, there it is, quickening. What else for Cancer? Spirit, what else? There it is. That's a lovely card. What else does Cancer need to know? What else does Cancer need to know? There it is. On the bottom of the deck. There's that six of Cups. It can never not be in a reading. And Justice card and the Seven of Rods and the Six of Pentacles. Okay, these are all very good. All right. So when I look at this Eight of Rods, it can be about travel over water specifically. So when I say water, I'm not really talking about a lake unless it's giant like the Great Lakes. It's usually over a pretty, like one of the seas, ocean kind of thing. And it can also be, so you might be traveling that week, but it can also be about a quickening, a things happening really fast and coming into fruition really quickly, right? And I think that might be more pertinent. It'll be different for all of you, but that's how I see that happening. The Star card is a major arcana card. This is Aquarius energy. By the way, this is Scorpio energy and this is Pisces energy. You've got some water on the board, right? But then you've got this Aquarius, which a lot of people think as a water sign, and they can feel very watery because they're the humanitarians, but it's really they're an air sign, and it's their logic and intellect that come into play. So in this case, you have a lot of hope. You can see the logical path forward. You are grounded in this. You are ready for this. You are prepared. You have everything you need to move forward with this situation. And then you have this nine of rods here. So this is triumph. This is coming in after the battle and knowing that you won, and that your constituents are going to celebrate you and what you've gotten done. Okay. So you feel in this piece right here that things are happening. This is the actual week of April 30th through May 6th. Mercury is still retrograde, so communication is fuzzy at best. Technology and projects will be a little but things are happening quickly. You feel good about what's happening. You are prepared. Okay. When we look at what's on the bottom of the deck here, we've got relationships. So you're still tending to that relationship very carefully. You have the Justice card. You feel like everything that's happening is in your favor and you are justified to be in this situation. You have this Seven of Rods. You may feel like you're battling a situation, or you're pushing back. You're having to really fight for what it is you're trying to achieve here. But you have the upper hand. You have all your ducks in a row. You know what data you need to have. You know what your argument's going to be. You know what position you're going to take, right, to be convincing. So you'll be fine. And then you've got this Six of Pentacles. Your resources are in place. You have more than enough to do what you need to do. So feel good about that. Let's see, what is your final outcome for Cancer for the week of April 30th through May 6th? What is the final outcome for Cancer for the week of April 30th through May 6th? Here we go, Two of Cups. What is the final outcome? So, let's see, we've got the Ace of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Page of Swords. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at this outcome first. So, you know what? You get to a point where you've achieved enough and you can kind of have this moment with this person who is a significant other to you, somebody who is your person that you can spend some time with and really relax. I see you just kind of sitting back and enjoying each other. I don't know, just relaxing and taking a breath. And then you have this Hermit right next to it, which tells me that you're going to take some time to yourself. You're going to rest. You're going to go into your own meditation and prayer practice, and reconnect with spirit. And you're going to self-reflect about everything you've gone through, what got you there, what you would do differently. Kind of, Cancer, you can be very internal. I'm sure at times, many of you. And not all Cancers are the same. Of course, you've got your trifecta there of your sun sign and your rising in your ascendant sign and your moon sign. But when I look at this, I feel like you're going to take that time to really take a self-inventory about where you're at and how you got there. That's not a bad thing. All right, and then on the bottom of the deck, we've got this Ace of Cups. So you're pretty elated about your outcome and about where you're at. You're still balancing and making sure that all your resources are where they need to be and that you're not overdoing or underdoing. You've got your intuition in place. You're still got that magical ear open to the spirit world and understanding what messages are coming through for you. And you have this Page of Swords. So you have some communication and you have some learning to do around how to really articulate that communication in a way that makes sense to the people you're communicating to. All right, let's do some clarification. So I definitely want to clarify the Death and Moon card down here. They're so stark. And I'm definitely going to clarify the Star card and the Hermit. So, Spirit, why is the Death card here for Cancer today? Why is the Death card here for Cancer? Oh, there it is. Turn it over. There we go. At the Prince of Discs. Okay. So that's like a Knight of Pentacles. Why is the Moon card here for Cancer today? Why is the Moon card here? Four of Cups. Why is the Star card here today for Cancer? Why is the Star card here today for Cancer? Why is the Star card here? There it is. Five of Swords. Why is the Hermit card here for Cancer today? Why is the Hermit card here for Cancer? Interesting. Bottom of the deck, we have the Strength card. I told you you're going to be needing your strength. The Moon again, the Seven of Cups, and the Four of Discs. All right, we'll go over that in just a minute. So this Death card and this Knight of Pentacles tells me that you may be in a situation where you feel like money's being spent and you're not quite sure how, or resources are being spent and you're not quite sure if there's going to be enough or how you're going to take care of that. But Spirit tells you later in this reading to give it a chance. You're going to get through it. Just do your cautious thing, because that's what you're good at, so you don't overdo, right? You have the Moon here. So I wanted to ask this question because I couldn't tell if this was about illusion or about psychic energy. It is about illusion, but it's not about people lying to you. It's more about you kind of ignoring the messages from Spirit. So if you feel like you need to tune into that and really listen. Don't stay so grounded that you only see what's in front of you. If you've got messages coming through, make sure you're listening to them. Especially you, Cancer, as a water sign, you should be able to tune in pretty easily. Okay, we got this Five of Swords. What you're fighting here with this quickening and this battle and this Star card is getting too in your head about it, right? Don't get overconfident, but don't get too in your head about it either. So make sure that you're staying grounded. She has a foot in the water, a knee on the land. She's got water pouring on both places. Everything she's doing is very balanced in this image. And that's what you need to be focused on as well. And then finally, this Hermit card. So this Hermit card and this Ace of Pentacles tells me that your self-reflection is going to be around resources and really understanding, how did those come to you? How did you use them? If you had it to do over again, what would you do differently? And this is an important piece to know. Not because it's going to happen again, but because there are people that you can help with that knowledge. Okay? All right. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Strength card. You're still building strength through this whole thing. Not that you can't handle it. You really can. You've got the Moon card again. And so this is really about your psychic energy and not getting too much in your head. It's so easy to do when you're reading or when you're in that mode of connecting to the other side. It's very easy to get in your head. So don't let that happen. But stay connected. And then you've got this Seven of Cups. I think this is super interesting. This is all about choice. So understand what your choices are. You can make more than one choice. You can analyze them. But the main point here is to go into this to lead with curiosity. All right. Ask questions. And then you've got your Four of Pentacles. And this is really about making sure that you're saving your resources and that you have resources to spare, put away for yourself. All right. With that, I'm going to pull your wisdom card for the week. What is Cancer's wisdom card for the week of April 30th through May 6th? I just moved myself ahead a few weeks there. April 30th through May 6th. What is the wisdom card? There we go. Oops. Unfinished symphony. So you're still working on some stuff. And then what is the energy card? Well, we got two. So we'll keep them both. feeling the world and open to discovery. Huh, interesting. So let's talk about this wisdom card first. So the direction that you're getting from spirit in terms of wisdom is unfinished symphony. So just know that you're not completely there yet. The outcome is not even in this reading, right? It's only the outcome for that week. And so you've got quite a ways to go. You've got some gaps to fill. Know that you don't know the whole answer yet. And that's a good thing because you have opportunity to create that, right? So to co-create that. And then you had these two come out from energy. One's called Open to the Discovery, Opening to Discovery. Another one's called Feeling the World. Now, feeling the world is really about just having a very sensitive emotional situation. So, Cancer, you are a water sign. And so you can be super sensitive to other people's emotions. And if the entire world, if you were to look at it that way, or a big chunk of it, or, is feeling a certain way, you could pick up on that and carry it as your own. It doesn't necessarily mean that you need to own it or it needs to be a part of you. And you may have enough going on that you don't need to carry the burdens of the world with you, but you could. And so it's something to watch for and understand that if you don't really have the ability to impact it or change it, feeling it for a point in time to empathize and then moving on is probably a very appropriate response to that. And then opening to discovery. This card is about understanding that you don't see the whole picture yet, and you're not going to unless you pull off the blinders and open your mind and know that anything could happen differently, and that's okay. And just look for the new, look for the angle, look for the difference, look for the unusual in your situation, because there is probably something right on the surface there. All right, let's see what your Dreamweaver card is. All right, what do the Dreamweavers have to say to Cancer this week, April 30th through May 6th? What do the Dreamweavers have to say? Well, that's two. And these cards are just too big. Too much going on. Pick one. There we go. All right. Oh, I love this card. When the witch must drink their brew. Now, this sounds like you have to eat crow or something, but it's way better than that. 9. There it is. When the witch must drink their brew. Being unapologetically comfortable with who you are, trusting and knowing that your own magic, being authentic and inspired, the courage to own your values and who you are, not succumbing to the spell of society. Do you trust your own magic? You should. There is no one like you, and your essence is brimming with the life force and purpose unique to you. This is your magic elixir. So drink it down and cast off what doesn't serve you. Being fully yourself is what is required of you right now. Nothing less will do. Yes, it takes courage to cast off the spell of society with all of its expectations, manipulations, restrictions, to claim your true expression. So I just want to point out this feeling the world card here is part of that. You've got a few cards in here where your sensitivities could easily be drawn in for something that isn't right for you. Do you worry about the consequences? What if you don't fit in? These are times when the new world is being birthed. Your truest note in the symphony, there's that symphony again, of life can only be played by you. This is how you serve the whole world in harmony with others to create the sweetest music. This is a time for you to ask yourself, what is truly authentic to you? What is in or out of alignment with your values? Adjust your life where you need to, for this is a profound time to stand up, shine, and be seen. Drink your magic, share it with the world, and be bold. When the witch must drink their brew, they are at a profound moment to own their magic, just like you. You were born for these times. And that is the truth. You were born for these times. You are ready for whatever it is you are walking through, and it's going to be great on the other side. So have your strength, Cancer. You can do this. Um, I definitely want to hear from you how it went. Okay. And with that, couple of things, if you like your reading, definitely subscribe, like, share, comment. I would love that. And then if you want a personal reading, know that you can find both my email and my website in the description um, of this video, as well as any of the videos, and on my about page. So definitely check those out. And with that, I want to thank you for your time and being here. And I hope you have a wonderful day or week ahead, whatever's appropriate for you. Thank you so much. Bye.